it 30, 40, 50 miles, even another city or places that
Can't
are doing it
email.
right, that are doing it right in
This
other
doesn't let
places.
you email.
Connect with those people and just you know,
I thought
if
it would
all
be
of us
risky,
do
you
a
know what I
little,
mean? But
no
it's
one
not.
has to do a lot.
Uh,
If
uh,
all
um,
of us do a little, if all of us pick a
I
little
think
to
this is
do,
about to do
no
black
one will
then.
have to do a lot.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
can
word right
definitely
there.
email
If we
it.
all do a little
Sorry,
bit, nobody has to do a lot.
Has to do a lot,
Um,
absolutely.
Hello,
Nobody has
Dom.
to do a lot. Mike, I have enjoyed this conversation like I enjoy every conversation with you. I can
You know I
certainly
love
talk
you.
to you. Yes,
I
it
need
is
to go
mutual. The
do
mutual
some
respect
exercise.
and love of society right here. Thank you,
Absolutely.
and more importantly, thank you for everything you do on the ground. I mean, so many people. I mean, I knew that you tell the truth the way it needs to be told, but a lot of people during this time of crisis have been
Yeah.
exposed to you and understand that. I mean, you really are for the people. This is
I
called
am,
We the People.
absolutely. Absolutely.
This is you all day long. So thank you for all the work and all the inspiration, all the words, everything that you're adding to this conversation, and more importantly to this action. With that said, we have to say goodbye, but we don't have to get out of here just yet because I'm gonna toss this on to my brother
Okay.
Van Jules, who can take it from here.
Jamel and I, we spent the past hour, we've been talking to Killer Mike, we've been talking to
hello,
Elaine Welteroth.
everyone.
We also got a chance to see that amazing video
I
from
get this.
Lil Baby.
What's going
Jamel,
on?
what did you
I
get from your
can't
conversation
This guy
with Killer
has
Mike?
the same idea.
And more importantly to me,
He's alright.
what do you make of this
What
moment
is
that
this
we're in?
speed?
The one thing you can
This is
always
like
expect
that
from
was like
Killer
2
Mike is
UPS.
blunt
This is
honesty. I think that's
250.
why a lot of people
Look
look
at
at
that
him
compared to
as a
that. Just
really
look at the
credible voice
difference.
right now.
And look at the
He's
pen.
honest
Just
about what he
look at
knows
that.
and honest about what he doesn't know. So I
What?
think when
I
you
left
have those
YouTube
elements,
on the
that's going to
night.
always make for a pretty good conversation. I'm with you. I mean,
Look at
this
that.
moment
Like
at the same time is
244.
welcome.
Oh,
It's also a little bit
you can
surreal
do
in terms of
focus.
what took us so long to get here
That
to
when you
make
focus, you
sure
can.
that we're not always starting from ground zero every time we have
Oh,
to have
okay, that's kind
a
of cool.
significant conversation about race in this country.
Why do you think it's different this time? Because I mean, there have been videos before, and yet people still now act like they're shocked. Help me understand what's different this time from your point of view. What's your theory?
It's two things that I think stood out about the
Can't look
George
around
Floyd
at this.
video. One, there was no yeah but. And granted, in my mind,
You
we've
can still
seen
do this,
videos
but
where
then
there
you're like,
was no yeah
no, I'm
but
gonna
people
focus on that.
nevertheless invented a yeah but in this one, there really wasn't one, even if you
I think it's
were
talking about
Stretch
black
Armstrong
men,
trying to stretch
black
and find
people.
one. There just wasn't one.
But black
What
people
always has
celebration was like
just
like
stuck
a
with
week ago,
me
a couple
is
weeks
the
ago.
look on this
And Apex, the
officer's
news on
face as
Apex,
he was kneeling
which has
on George
been for
Floyd's
like
neck.
ages. So I don't think
It
it was probably
was
by
so
for
cold.
Fortnite.
It was
Like
as if this
it
were
was like,
Thursday.
and Apex has
And
Fortnite,
he
so
showed such little
this
emotion,
was
remorse,
added like a
any
couple weeks
emotion you
ago.
want to name. He didn't show
Actually,
any of
after
that as
this,
he killed a
I'll
man
do a
in
bit
the
of
middle of the
Fortnite, and
street
then I'll
with
be doing an Apex
bystanders
stream
looking on.
until
So I
3
think
o'clock as well.
that situation, coupled with the fact we had already been reeling from Ahmaud Arbery, we had already been reeling from Breonna Taylor. And even though the
I'm trying to
situation
get you
wasn't
the
fatal, there
best.
was definitely a
Like, okay,
storm
this cat
of
needs to
frustration
bugger
at
off.
what happened with
Like,
Christian
where's the
Cooper.
best view? No, this
So
guy has the right
this
idea.
all together leads us to this moment where finally even the most adamant naysayers who wanted to pretend as if this wasn't a structural problem, what could they say? I mean, there was nothing else that could be said. And I think everybody who was already fed up decided now is the moment, now is the time. The world has slowed down to address this. This needs to happen.
Black people for leadership. That's interesting because they start, what do you want me to do? Google is a powerful tool. I don't know. Question. How do you think that we as African Americans and our allies can rise to meet a moment like this and actually accept the fact that we may actually have a couple million new allies, and how do we deal with that?
In a leadership position, and that's being put in an educational position.
Pray
The educational part,
stop.
we are long past,
Mate,
right? We don't have to be educating anybody else about race. We're not here to soothe you. We're not here to make you feel better. But leadership is something different.
Guys do not
and it looks different depending on how you want us to take that leadership. Certainly, we are accustomed to being a voice on these issues. We're accustomed to setting the agenda. It's fine if we continue to lead in that direction. I think what we're looking for is if this were, a relay race, We
When I
want to
have
pass
zero
the
payments,
baton,
good times.
and we want you to be able to say, okay, here's what
To make sure I have zero
we've been
payments, I
feeling
turn off
about
my
this
internet.
issue. Here's what needs to
I have
happen to
like the
change
best
it.
thing in the game.
The other part of this race is that you got to be willing to run it just as hard and as fast as
How
we are.
long is
Because
this
if you're
event?
not, that's why we
until I think it's like 7 minutes.
in for hundreds of
Yeah,
years
so
and
now, like,
decades
7
as we've
minutes now.
tried
I should check that
to
on my toilet,
reconcile
so-
this issue. So
You can still hear
we
it,
have to
but
figure out
Della's
where
just
what
looking
is the
around.
most useful
She's
way of
looking
allyship.
around.
We see a lot of
She's
people
not
throwing
what's happening.
statements
This is
around.
the
We see a lot of
news.
people throwing money
This is the
around.
news, Kevin.
We need that to be a focused effort, and more importantly, to be vocal about it. I can't take any more double-sidedness. There can be no more other-siderisms, if I may make up a word, meaning that you give over here and you're a company that is like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, except for in my boardroom where they don't, or except for in my organizational chart where they don't. So I'm done with that, right?
I sit here and drink my Ribena.
That's great. Charity's great.
I
Charity
know.
doesn't change structural racism, right? What changes it is when you actively look in your building and ask, why aren't there more Black people in this building, in this boardroom, in this C-suite?
Because they don't want to
So
go in it.
the allies that we have, what you can do, change the structure and
Simple.
cultures of your companies, of your
They're trying to
businesses,
make-
of wherever it is you
Why
have
is
influence.
the
Start
kids
there.
are
The
watching
thing I
this?
try to tell people
We, the
is,
people,
it
should
puts
say
us in a
we are
no-win
the-
situation. I
Is mine
want
dollar?
our
Am I
white
dumb?
sisters and brothers to be better educated and to
White
care
sisters?
more,
He
but I
said
don't want to have
brothers
to
and
bear the
sisters.
burden of
Yay,
trying
I'm a
to
girl
teach
now.
and educate all the time. The reason you pay tuition is because it's costly to educate someone. You coming
like
up to
that
me and
zero
saying,
pay, you know what I mean?
educate me, that's costly to me emotionally
best
and
thing in
from
the
a
game.
time point of view. Also, I think we have to be very honest. Nobody would go up to somebody and say, teach me Russian in 5 minutes. And by the way, make me feel good about it. But I mean, you wait, hold on a second. Like, you want me to teach you about racism, which is the history of race in America is just as complicated as Russian. And you want me to teach you that in 5 minutes. And also, if I make you feel bad about it in any way, now I got to be your therapist too. And like you said, soothe you or whatever. That's got to stop. I would love for somebody to come to me and say, I made my whole family watch the 13th and read The New Jim Crow and read White Fragility. And we had a question on page 52. Now, hey, we can have that conversation all day long because you're doing your homework, but don't flop on me like you never heard of Google. If you wanted to know about cryptocurrencies or whatever, you find that stuff out before any Black person ever heard of it. So I'm sure you can educate yourself about anything you want to know. I have to say something to you because I've never gotten a chance to talk to you. I feel like I know you because I'm such a big, mad, crazy Stanley fan. But I love you to death. I just am so proud of you. I'm saying proud of you almost as much. I am so proud that you exist. Where do you find the strength to continue to do what you're doing and say what you're saying, even in the face of opposition, to the point where now the whole world has to listen to you? Where did you find the strength when they weren't listening?
You know, I guess maybe this is just part of the Black woman's condition, is that we don't know any other way. And most of us, I come from a line of Black women who were just like this. My mother's like this. My grandmother was like this, where it's the old phrase we've all used as Black people, making a way out of no way. And scream until they hear you. You know what I'm saying? Is that because the opposite, to do the opposite of that is that I can't even afford to do that. I don't know any other mode but to fight for what's right, but to try to stand on the right side of history, but to speak for people who don't have a voice or a platform as large as mine, because somebody did it for me.
What advice do you have for people who want to have these conversations, maybe not as well spoken, not as well read as you might be, but who really are sincere and want to have a conversation?
I think you have to start from a point of honesty and being real about what some of your beliefs, prejudice, biases are, where they come from, why you learned them. I think if you take anything else beyond race, as we get older, we do a whole lot of unlearning. Young folks, when you get to like your 30s, you do a whole lot of that, right? But yeah, my advice is to always start from the point of truth and honesty and self-awareness. And you'd be surprised what you can get accomplished just by digging into those things. I mean, if you know you come from a racist background, or if you come from where race was talking about a certain way, be honest about what those conversations were and what they taught you. and ask yourself, is this the kind of person that you really want to be?
Here comes
I feel like there's a 21st century mindset and a 21st century skill set that
are we done?
Everybody's going to need.
I feel like it's 2 minutes.
A mindset of empathy. I mean, we're going to be dealing with people, every color, flavor, every kind of human being ever born. We all have to deal with each other now because of the internet, because of just the world economy. You're going to be competing against people in China and Nigeria. That's just the world. So you have to have a mindset of empathy to really try to understand where people are coming from. You have to have a skill set of listening. If you understand this conversation, you can talk to black folk and brown folk and Muslims, everybody else. So we're trying to confer a benefit to you. We're trying to make you better. It'll make my life better, but it'll make your life better too. Now, what charity are you supporting?
Well, as some people can maybe see my T-shirt, it says support Black journalists, right? The lack of still Black journalists in most newsrooms is pretty appalling. What changed my life and what got me really on the right path in this business was being a member of the National Association of Black Journalists. NABJ is the largest minority journalism organization in the country. The development, the networking, job fair, internships, scholarships, what happens there has changed lives. It changed a lot of people's careers. I mean, people like you, Van, and everybody even thinks of Roland Martin, Soledad O'Brien. It's just a number of people, Michael Wilbon, that are a part of this organization and have been able to build legacies there. And so it's on us to, again, usher in this next generation of young journalists who, I get it right now, feeling really discouraged when they look at not just what a lot of newsrooms look like, a lot of networks look like, but also we're under the under the shadow of a pandemic right now. So there's a lot of journalists who have lost their jobs. A lot of companies are downsizing. They need a reason to believe and to be in this business. And so NABJ has done so much for my career and continues to do that for others. So that's the charity that I support and the organization that has changed my life and that of many others.
Well, listen, I second that, third that, and fourth that. NABJ is a beautiful organization. I've got groups I want to support as well. But what I want to say to you is just thank you for your light, for your leadership, for your courage, for your entrepreneurship, for your T-shirts and all that type of stuff. Make sure to support the sisters' businesses, and let's keep this conversation going. Much love to you.
Thank you, Van. This is a pleasure.
His name is actually.
I got good news for you. I got bad news for you. The good news is that people are activating all around the world, all across the planet for change. That is a powerful moment. Here's the bad news. Unfortunately, this is not a one answer fixes everything situation. We're talking about systemic problems, which means it's not just one law or one person. You need 360 degrees of change to shift to get the outcome that's right. But we can get there if we keep talking, if we keep working, if we keep building. And if we do that, we can reshape America. That can be done. It's been done in the past. We can move the whole world in a better direction. So I hope that your cell phone right now is full of screenshots of these tools that we've been trying to give you to continue taking action from this virtual town hall. When the stream ends, the conversation should not end. We got to keep pushing. We got to keep going. We are in an important moment in history. And what you do is going to determine the outcome. 2020 is going to be talked about for 20 years, 100 years, maybe 1,000 years. But the future's not written. It's up to what you and I do and what you and I decide is going to happen. So I want to give a special thanks to the powerful voices that we've had: Elaine Welteroth, Killer Mike, Jamel Hill. Make sure you visit 50percentpledge.org to learn more about the power of money. Also visit my organization, reformalliance.com. We're trying to make a change. Let's be about it, not just talk about it. I'm Van Jones.
Oh, mate, yes, that music. There's loads of corn. We the people. Is that it? I think that's it. Default. I feel like that's it. Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it, right? That's it. Wait, can I emote in Empire Royale? Are you confused? Some reason I did a challenge before this happened. Oh wait. Oh, I can emote now. Oh. There's no music though. There's no music. Oh, you know. It ended, so I think that's it. Is it over? Nah, that's a fake default. I think that's it. I think that's it, not gonna lie. Well, what do we do now? Do we stay in party? I can't hear a thing. Oh, well, yeah, that happens. So, well, let's see what Jamie. Squads. It's squads now. They keep randomizing my skin for some reason, but I don't know why. But it keeps doing that for some reason. Okay, I have to reuse my things. But then I'm gonna delete. Okay, so I can only be Sky in this. Okay, apparently I'm Sky. Okay. Let's see where Jamie is. What's he doing? Should I make a stage for us? No, I can't do it. So the Solid Gold is now squads. Okay, is that it? Is that it? I thought Solid Gold was going anyway. Hold on, so you're getting items and vehicles. We're currently teaming Party Royale. No one plays Party Royale. I hate to say it, Fortnite. No one plays it. Oh, it's going to Solid Gold. I thought it was going at 2. Apparently not. Where's the boom? Apparently grenade launchers are in this. I don't think it is. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. Did anyone else make an event about an event? No one? No one? No one read it? Okay. Well, it's time to make a stream until Fear comes on at 4. Lovely. Once a lifetime loot pack. Okay, so now we'll watch. I don't care. Wait. You know the really rare item in Apex, the heirloom charge? He just got that. It's once in a lifetime. Once and in a lifetime. He wants to go for it. Oh, I've been lying as a 4, I swear to God. It's literally all day I've only been landing a 4. He's just got on again. Oh. Agency is changed. Agency changed, right? Yeah, that's blue. That never used to be blue. Yeah, that never used to be blue. Mine. Ah, crap, we should never know. What? fault. That's their fault, so.
This one works. If I like the other side, you can't use it for anything else. This could be a vibe.
Oh, what game is that? That's Arena. That's Arena Season 2. Everything was like different. The ground looked all different and it was all colourful. I remember that, or it's just the same. Oh, that's that. Okay, let's go into solo. Yeah, look, oh yeah. They changed that. Why, hold on, why do sometimes people kill someone? Some people. Sometimes, yeah, that's weird. I don't know what happens. 3 kills? 4 kills? 4 kills? 5 kills? Why do you have a Hemlock ended up R31? Hey, for Apex, what you want is an R99, like an AR or burst, and then like a shotgun. Or a really fast gun. He's actually cracked, look at him. He can defeat a Gibraltar. I can't defeat Iran. I can't defeat them. And he doesn't even say, go insane. People are cracked at Apex, I'm not gonna lie. Default scan, SWAT, default scan, no. I could put your heart in. Oh, you got the ammo though. No scopes. Got 2 bullets. Bang. We'll turn that back on. Okay, we're going. Oh, would you wanna land? Let's go hot drop. I'm using the sweat thing. They're under the map. In Apex. Hacker, village. They're in like almost the map. Oh, no one land here. Hey, here comes the boys! Yes! The boys are... That looks like it was open for me. I swear. High five. That's a shotgun. I want that shotgun. 8 people out of my house. Those people are idiots. I got a bad shotgun. I got 2 shotguns. Oh, he almost killed me. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of myself. What are your ARs? Quick! What are your ARs? Quick! He's fighting my default. Oh, you got me in the gun. Oh no, he's got. Wait, when you wait. Oh. Okay, I shouldn't have went hot shot. But I want. Okay, enough messing around. Enough messing around. What do you think the flag gun does? Wait, need health? Low health? I need this Apex to do. How are you supposed to kill with that? Literally 1 HP. Bang! Actually destroyed. Mate, get a scope. Get a scope. Okay, this guy doesn't need a scope. But they are gatekeeping. Oh, I remember this. This was me. They were gatekeeping us. Now, I remember this. We were playing with some like really cracked players, so obviously it was Diamond. And then all of a sudden, we're being gatekeeped. these big keys now. They'd already given us a gun. Yeah, and then they just about, yeah. And then we're having to fight, yeah, we did. And then we died. It's a really good slice of pizza. I ain't learned this such a good game, talking. Can I not do my edit stuff? Oh my. That is laggy. That is laggy. That is laggy. Do you want to go Catland? Let's go Catland. No, I'm joking. We're going. So Pleasant. Do you guys see that? Okay, I must be blind. She said danger! I hate... Punching an Apex is really effective. I don't get... Punching an Apex is 31 damage. Pickaxing with a crowbar does 20 damage. 20 damage? Oh, I've got the pickaxe, but it says I've got the default pickaxe. Oh, okay, I've got a hunting rifle. Ain't the best gun to have for your first gun. Ain't the best. It's a good gun. If someone had an AR, I would rather fight with my. I'd rather have the hunting because I can at least defend myself from far range. Oh. Am I doing the snipers only challenge? I might be, but I'm not, because I can't even win a normal game of Fortnite. Because it's too sweaty, it's too sweaty, it's too sweaty. No, not a new game mode is going to come out soon. And it's going to be really fun, but there's still going to be some like kids that just think it's World Cup final. You know what I mean? Like, they're always going to be in your game. Above us. I think it's above us. Oh, wait, we landed 4 cows. Am I an idiot? I may be. We'll have to find that out. I got some minis. I got a launch pad, so right. Get me involved in every single fight. Okay, so 2 people are next to each other. Oh, and I see one of them. Got him. Got him. Oh, he's dead. I don't feel bad. He didn't stand a chance. He knew that he looked up. I see you. This kid is so scared. No. Mate, as soon as I see that gun, I go full. I'm scared out of my life. Get me out of here. I feel like Marauders aren't. I think Marauders aren't near me. I think they did. Or am I tripping? Because I heard gunshots. It's like sound effects. It's like a Fortnite raid. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it warns you basically. Oh, well, okay. What? Yeah, they are dying to like the biggest, laggiest player in the world. Mate, I can play on anything. I'm joking. I couldn't even. I went on Creative Field and I went on Oceanic servers just to watch the Australian cricket thing at night. It was kind of fluffy. Back then it was like 2 seasons. That was 2 seasons. That's a while back. And I have good ping. I just wish for good ping. Okay, yeah, a good ping. I wish for just good ping, not 79 ping. Jesus Christ. I got a decent loot for top 30. Yeah, not at Pleasant. Everyone's dead at Pleasant, I think. It should be, but I had gunshots. It was probably a yacht. I don't know how big I heard that. So I went underwater for a sec. That's what I did. Well, did the football challenge in one shot. If you guys, if you're playing at some point in the future and one shot's there, and you have to the score football pitch, do not do it in one shot. I got sniped twice trying to do it, and then it's one shot, so I died. So no one else can use it. Haha. Oh, so these competitions down now. Okay, that's quite cool. Mate, fish. I mean, I could win the heal off. I could make it a heal off, but then the game will be really boring. That's kind of easy though. I'm not gonna lie. I tell people from trying to win games, heal off. See what this actually is. Oh my god. Do I go for floppers or like that? I'll keep this smooth fries in minutes. Where's that launch pad? The ring? I'll be fine. I wish cars were in the game. I think next update, cars will be added. Just think about it. Pleasant Road from like there is almost done. It's almost done. So I think cars should come in next update or the second update after the one I'm talking about. So someone kicked shotgun and they're in the nominal. Lovely. Lovely. You know I like not being big because I don't get stream sniped. But you never know. I can be stream sniped at one point. Do you know, it's stream sniping me though. My thing. Stream sniping. I literally had an error on Fortnite this morning, and I never have an error in Fortnite. You think that should be my main skin? Probably. Oh, I just need a blue yarn. I'm set. Oh, blue cat, glisten feet, fish, and minis. I'm a pro gamer. I have fish. I'm gonna take that helicopter. I don't know why I'm at 82. Should we check the boat? I don't want to. Oh yeah, dude, you did my friends, didn't I? 5, 6, and 7, and 8 around there. Okay, you do that. And I'm gonna take that shotgun and run. Because I'm not having any beef with that drum gun. Man, I don't want beef with that drum gun. Oh yeah, that glitch was around it. Oh, we took the chopper. We took the chopper? I heard a chopper. Oh, someone died here. They had grenades. Probably grenading the agency? Yeah. Grenade spammer. Hate him. Oh, now Jamie invites me on a mini game. Scare spamming? Yep, lovely. Oh, guys, I wish you guys could see so you could warn me if there's a guy coming aiming a shotgun at my face. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, an event happened in Part Reality.
Did it?
Yeah.
Were you on it?
Yeah, I was recording it.
Okay.
And now I'm doing a stream.
Wait, why does it still say it's there?
I don't know. It's ended.
Oh, there's more than one. More than one.
You can go see it for yourself. It's okay. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been in that before. Just like it's like
That one
wait,
and that one.
it's not on. It doesn't go on.
7? Which one is it? Is it this one? Which F40 thing is it? I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. No, I've been on that.
Why wasn't Captain America's too late? When the Endgame event?
I think it's that one. I think I went on that one though. I feel like I should just dip, but there's no cover. So I'm just gonna do a challenge quick. I think it's over there. Yeah, it's over there now.
Ditch, you know how, like, Ditch, you know when, like, you can start...
Oh, Jamie, your mic. Oh my god, legendary shot.
A controller.
No, your headset. Your headset. Fucked out.
Oh, my controller just died. Okay, they're charging.
Hey! Fill this up!
Ditch,
Oh my
do you
god.
know how do you know when you can search, like, stuff? I was trying to find, Ditch, you know you can search stuff? That's the thing. If you, before I'm like, oh my god, where's this thingy? And I just put season 3 and it came before the season 3 thing. It even came out of the OG season 3
Oh my god, first party from the start, mate. This kid has...
Shark party. Season,
I'm
what if I
being
put
pissed, man, this is unfair.
0. Season 0. Season 1. Only kind of chapter 2 season 1. Chapter season 1.
Why me? Like, now I've got the max. Why me?
Are you dead?
No, almost. You see, oh yeah, aim assist.
What if I put season
We like
season
why me? Why me?
13. Season 13. Right, see, we're in.
Why I'm picking this game? Why me? I give up on this winning stream. I hate it. Yes.